Hey, for those who don't know, I spent the last almost 2 years full-time in development on a card game called Algomancy, and it's live on Kickstarter right now. The support we've had so far has been absolutely insane, so thank you to everyone who has helped out, but if you're still interested in getting the game, you'll be able to get it for the next couple of days. With Algomancy, I just took everything I liked about the cube draft experience, and I distilled it down into the core elements. So one of the key problems I had with Cube is you needed 6 to 8 people to come together to draft. Algomancy is designed so you can play it 1v1, you can play 3-player free-for-all, it scales very nicely either way. Alongside that, it has global turns, so there's no play-draw issues where, you know, the player who goes first gains an advantage. And hands are drafted during the game, so rather than having to like draft decks and then play the game, you're drafting in the game if you want to. There is a normal traditional cube draft mode. Resources are deterministic, so you never get mana screwed. And the biggest thing is you're just going to get all the game cards at once. So you can get a full cube experience for $69. That gets you all the cards. You can play, you know, with up to 5 friends. You can go up to 10 friends if you want the expansion. But this is as good of a game as I could make it. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. Or if you're interested in supporting the channel, also check it out. Otherwise, just enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube. We opened Library. Library's a pretty good card to start with. I mean, it's very high variance. Sometimes you just have it in your opener and you win the game. Sometimes you draw it late. And it's not that bad. It's still just colorless land, so it's not a huge deal. Other than that, not a whole lot. I mean, Kolaghan's Command I like a lot, but I'll just take Library. Let's see, stay open. Then we have... What is this? Guardian Scalelord, 5 mana, backup 1 flying. When this creature attacks, return target non-land permanent card with mana of any X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Wait, that's like a better Sun Titan. I guess it doesn't trigger on ETB, it's just attacks. But it gives backup. That's like a better Sun Titan. That's kind of cool. In this pack, though, what are we feeling? Genuinely don't know. What does this card do again? It's a 1 card that makes 1 damage. Then your creatures get bigger, and then this is a 2/2 haste. Seems fine, not amazing. I'm just gonna take Mer Battlesphere. I don't know what's happening, but there's that. Then we get Tubby Dragon, but there's also a Basalt Monolith. So Basalt Monolith, I haven't really drafted artifacts in quite a while, so that fits. I want to take the dragon, but this keeps us open a lot better. Helm of Awakening in an artifacts deck is tempting, but I think Volcanic Island is just kind of nuts. Red-blue is often the colors of artifacts, and I think Helm of Awakening will come around. I don't think the card's particularly good. And Foundry Inspector is better. We could do like some kind of weird paradoxical outcome Aetherflux Reservoir stuff. That's kind of interesting, but I think I'm going to take this. I guess maybe I take Relic and then try and wheel one of these, because Relic's actually just pretty good if you're trying to get cheap artifacts. If we get like Tolarian Academy, that's good. If we get just any artifact synergy, Relic's good because it's cheap. Whereas any of the other artifacts, I don't think Foundry Inspector is particularly playable in this cube, but I'm willing to give it a shot. There's a Retrofitter Foundry. Oh, they added Concealing Curtains. This card's kind of fun. Yeah, you choose a card, they discard, and then draw. It's a 3/4. I don't know if it's good either, but it's cool. Brain Freeze, I think, is just severely underrated, but I really want to do some Retrofitter Foundry, Tolarian Academy nonsense. We have one half of that combo at least. But this card just offers, like, again, it's an early artifact, so you can just tinker it away, you know, if you want to go that route. It's good with things like Paradoxical Outcome, because you can bounce it to draw a card, but it overcomes one of the biggest problems with the artifact deck, which is late game, you know, flooding or whatever. In this case, you just play this, and then you just always have cards forever, because you just... Or you have something to do with your mana, because as long as you have, you know, if you have 10 mana, you can just make a bunch of Thopters, make them into servos. It goes kind of crazy. Zealous Conscripts is really good. Escape to the Wilds, though, is kind of sweet in decks like this. It's double off color, though, is the only issue. Well, it's only kind of single off color. You know, we'll just take it. Big man Escape to the Wilds is what I'm here for. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but at least the last couple drafts, I'm just drafting to have fun. I don't really feel like playing super competitively at the moment, so when given the decision between something that is very good versus what I want to do, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. Oh wow, okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, just taking Phyrexian Revoker. I think this card's awesome. I love Zurin Orb. Sweet card, Omnath, Hunt Master, and all that, but Revoker's just kind of nuts. Okay, here's the thing. Tubby Dragon makes artifacts, which is an artifact synergy. So if he wheels, we can take him and put him in the deck. Okay, we get... I mean, the Mightstone and Weakstone's pretty good. Mishra's Bauble being a 0 mana artifact is nice as well, but I think this is kind of the thing that a deck like this wants. Because we're likely going to get a bunch of early mana. Sword of Fire and Ice, Guardian Scale Lord, Jessica's Will. I don't love any of these. I mean, red does feel open. I guess I can Jessica's Will to make a bunch of colorless mana. I mean, it's red, but you can use that to play Mer Battlesphere. I guess the sword is fine. I don't have any, like, explicit need for something like this yet, but we could. Oracle of Moldiah, Jetmir's Garden. I mean, we could be like Naya artifacts. I think something like this is pretty useful. Especially if we're trying to play Escape to the Wilds and whatnot. Garruk is also pretty good, though. I'm just gonna take Garruk. Because we're looking more like a ramp deck than we are just straight artifacts. Ulvenwald Oddity is kind of weird. I mean, sure. I'll take Helm of Awakening here. There's our Aetherflux Reservoir versus Raging Ravine. Honestly, Force of Vigor is also pretty good. I think in this case, we're going to take the Raging Ravine. Magma Opus. You know what? We could do that. I don't know what this card does, but I'm not playing it. Okay, Mox Pearl, very good. Time Spiral, very good. Blightsteel Colossus, fine. If we get Tinker, he's alright. Talismans as well, I'll be taking those, but we're just going to take the Mox Pearl. I mean, this deck can take advantage of Helm of Awakening. So can our opponents, but that's fine? I don't know if it is. Reprieve is very good. Fractured Identity could be a splash-worthy card because it's just, like, nuts. Trinket Mage can right now grab Mox Retrofitter Foundry, which is also quite good. Then Pentad Prism. Pentad Prism is good if we get something like Paradoxical Outcome or Tinker. It's actually good with both of them. Treachery is good. I'm just not sure what colors we are yet, because it feels red-green, in which case I could take, like, Ignoble Hierarch and just kind of move off the artifact synergies, because I don't have anything that rewards me for playing artifacts at the moment, and I'm just, like, a ramp deck at the for now. That could change, though. So, like, maybe I'm supposed to stay open, take Phyrexian Metamorph, because it just goes well in any deck. And then if I get, like, Mishra's Workshop, Tellurian Academy, I'll be pretty happy about it. It's a tough call, to be honest. I think I'm going to take the Metamorph and just stay open. Because Fractured Identity would be, like, a double splash, which is hard to justify. Okay. We have a lot of things going on here. Skull Clamp right now isn't amazing, but Saheeli almost always comes around. She's pretty good in a Skull Clamp deck. Solemn is also quite nice. Fury would be good. Rabbit Battery, I guess you can Skull Clamp, but I'm going to take Skull Clamp. There's Grim Monolith. I mean, this is... Oh, there's Golos too. No. I think Grim Monolith is so important it's worth just taking here, but I do like Golos as well, and if he comes around, I will take him. Okay, there's Karn. Karn is the thing. Sail into the West. What a ridiculous magic card. This card's like so good. I could also take Chandra, actually. It's unfortunate Taiga's in there as well, because this is a card I would like. Wow, this pack is everything. Pest Infestation is also really good. I think Chandra is objectively better than Karn, and Karn has a chance of coming around. But he does make Karnstructs, which are kind of cool. Because, I mean, I will be able to make some big Karnstructs. But the mana from Chandra, I think, is... No, I'll take Karn. I'm not even necessarily like a red deck, so taking Karn lets me stay more open. This pack's terrible. I guess Duretti. Duretti's not bad. I'll take Duretti. I finally have something to do with Duretti's -2. This deck's looking kind of sweet now. Then, oh, we did it! Oh man, I mean, I should probably just take Fiery Confluence, that card is gross. Displacer Kitten, we do have the Mindstone of the Week, we have Mer Battlesphere. It's really good with Basalt Monolith too. So this is also like a pretty good splash. Yeah, it's pretty good. But let's see, I play this. I can protect it with artifacts. Man, this is tough. And I'm not going to wheel like any of these cards because there's only going to be one card left in the pack. Take the kitten, I guess. It has a higher chance of doing the thing. I don't know. That was a tough pick. Magda. Unfortunately, Dream Halls, it'll have to be another time. I'll take Magda if I get like Springleaf Drum. I don't even know if that's in the cube, but seems okay. Although Arbor Elf untaps forest only. So that's that. Factor Fiction, Ketria Triumph. If I take that, I'll be pretty happy. Displacer Kitten, P and Kieran's pretty good, Factor Fiction, but I think having this makes like any fetch just so much better. Pented Prism makes my mana better. Trinket Mage is looking quite good now as well, especially with Displacer Kitten, because I can get like a Mox, play the Mox, blink Trinket Mage, get another thing. Yeah, that seems good. Saheeli does come around, so does Duretti. Duretti is objectively better, but I don't have black mana. I don't know if I'm playing Saheeli, but she is good with specifically Skull Clamp. Titania, Char. I guess I don't have any interaction right now, but that's fine. Taiga comes around. Wow, that's huge. Regrowth, Titan of Industry. I don't think this is really a regrowth deck. I do have a Displacer Kitten, so maybe that could... Wow, Inferno Titan? What is happening? Okay, we're just playing big chunkies. When this enters the battlefield, choose 2. Kill artifacts, gain 5 life, make a Rhino, do shield counter things. Channel's pretty good here, huh? Let me think about this. Is Channel good here? I think it is. I can channel out Mer Battlesphere, the Mightstone, Karn, Basalt Monoliths. Yeah, Channel's pretty good. Fable the Mirrorbreaker is good. Talisman's good. Smuggler's Copter, Sylvan Library. But I'll take Channel. Channel Ugin. Channel Crystalline Giant. Oh, that's funny. I could take Renin 6 because she's... Well, I don't even have any fetch lands. I'll just take Ugin. Probably better than this Titan now. Although, you know, Titan and Inferno Titan are 2 cards that are interesting. Probably better than Titania because I just don't have any artifact synergies to go with them. There's Tinker. We did it. The blue mana is going to be a challenge, but I think you just put Tinker... Well, do you? Let me think about this. I have Mer Battlesphere and the Mightstone and Weakstone to get... I mean, Battlesphere being the best. The alternative would just be like Walking Ballista, so we'll take it and then figure out our life later. Okay, we have a lot of stuff. Faithless Looting is good with Duretti, and that's about it. Crucible of Worlds is good with Duretti too. It's also an artifact, which vaguely matters. I don't know if Wildfire is in this cube at all, but it's an option. Snap is fun. Desperate Ritual. I think it's between Crucible and Faithless, maybe Devoted Druid, because we are looking a little bit ramp heavy. I think Devoted Druid is going to serve us a little bit better than Crucible will. Oh, now I get the High Tide. Shame. Wall of Roots, Lotus Petal, Tireless Tracker. What are we feeling? Thragtusk plus Displacer Kitten's kind of fun. I guess I'm in blue, so Uro could be a possibility as well. Probably not playing Helm of Awakening. I mean, Tracker, it's fine. It makes artifacts, but I don't really care that much about like quantity of artifacts. I don't have, again, Tellurian Academy. That's fine. Uro's fine. Lotus Petal's kind of weird in this deck. I mean, I can tinker with it, and it does fix my mana. I think we're going to be Thragtusking. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Here, I'll take a Steam Vent so I can play my stuff. Okay. Got things here. Seething Song is pretty good. Talisman of Curiosity, though, probably just the pick. Fixes my mana. It's an artifact. Yeah, I think that's what I need. I know Craterhoof Behemoth is here, but we got bigger things going on. Flash? Wait, Flash is in the cube? So this basically just lets you get enter the battlefield effects. So if I flash in Thragtusk, that's kind of awesome. Flash in Mer Battlesphere is kind of awesome. Flash in Titan of Industry, kind of awesome. This is an instant too. Flash in Inferno Titan, kind of awesome. The rest are kind of bad. I mean, am I playing anything else? No. So I'll take it. That's a spicy include. I like that a lot, actually. We'll see how it plays out. Boseju's probably just a good card. I love Thundermaw, but I have so many expensive things already. Renin 6 came around. Renin Realmbreaker helps with my mana situation. I mean, I have Ren 6 Buseiju, which is something. And if I get Faithless Looting, I guess Ren 6 is good. I'm not playing any of these other cards. So my Tinker's not looking amazing. Deranged Hermit is also funny with Displacer Kitten. If I need to go there. Oh, Flash Hornet Queen. That's pretty good. If I end up going that route. I mean, there's the Crucible. We didn't get Faithless Looting, but this could be a good sideboard card. I think I'm playing this. Probably not playing Saheeli. Flash is something I'm interested in. I'm not sure how I feel yet. But it makes all this stuff better. Wall of Roots, High Tide. Man, High Tide and Mana Flare going this late hurts. Could this be a Mana Flare deck? I don't think so, because a lot of my mana is artifact or creature based. And I don't want to run like a crazy high land count. Oh, I have Skull Clamp Retrofitter Foundry. I don't even need Saheeli. Wait, this deck's kind of insane. Imperial Recruiter. So I can Recruiter for Displacer Kitten, Trinket Mage, Phyrexian Metamorph. This is power? 2 or less. I could even Imperial Recruiter for Hornet Queen if I really need to. That's tempting. Okay, so these are my lands. 27, so I need to make like 4 cuts. Sword of Fire and Ice is bad. I don't think this is really a Magda deck. I could see cutting Imperial Recruiter. And then one more. I mean, I like Flash. Flash Hornet Queen is something. This goes here. I mean, Titan of Industry, if I flash this in, it'll be make a Rhino, destroy target artifact, gain some life. I don't think shield, I mean, maybe shield counters are relevant. I mean, this looks good. Maybe I just run 16 lands because I have Mana Source, Mana Source, Mana Source, Mana Source. But I also really like don't want to, I really want to get to 4 mana in this deck, so. Plus I have Retrofitter Foundry in case things go bad. So let's go up to 17 land. I want to test out Flash. No, it seems bad, right? You may put a creature card from your hand on the battlefield, and then you sacrifice it unless you pay all of its costs. So if I flash in Inferno Titan, I just kill 3 things. Maybe I just cut Inferno Titan and keep Flash, because flashing in this is 2 mana and 2 cards for 4 Myr. Flash is really only good with Thrag Tusk, but even then it's just 2 mana. Okay, we're gonna cut Flash. Take back everything I said, the card's bad. And then I put all these. 5/2/2. Feels alright to me. And we'll run it like that. See you all round 1. Well, this is why you take Library. Just on the draw, I guess you win the game. I don't know. Ooh, Esper Sentinel's actually pretty good. Now I can't Mox Pearl without them drawing a card. Go Library. I guess next turn. Yeah, because I can draw a card, but then if I play Mox, they draw. So let's just wait. We'll scare them by drawing a card in response. Mostly for F6 value. And then Wall of Omens. I love to see Wall of Omens. That card does almost nothing against us. We drop to 9. Retrofitter Foundry is good. Let's go Forest. Then I can go Mox Pearl paying 1. Then I can also play my Talisman. Instead of drawing a card, I'll go down to 6, but next turn I can draw back up to 7. Because I don't want to go too far behind on mana against them, and Esper Sentinel does tax me a bit. But the moment I land Retrofitter Foundry, we just have like value for the rest of our life. Especially with Skull Clamp. Maybe I don't even need to Library. Because I just Trinket Mage for Skull Clamp and then I have Retrofitter Foundry. Alright, we take 1. Not a big deal. I mean, if they're gonna go slow, that's fine with me. I haven't seen like Adeline come down. They're probably holding up Reprieve here. So let's draw. And I'm just gonna play around Reprieve. So we will, I guess this is basically colorless. I'll land Retrofitter Foundry. Paying the 1. Yep. Turbo Telegraph, but that's okay. We'll just land this again. Play a tapped Steam Vents. And I guess I should have played around Daze, but if they daze this, it's not that bad. Anything for us that's a 1-for-1 trade is just so good because we're drawing so many cards here. It's also really good to know about Reprieve because In general, it's quite good against our deck. Parallax Wave, you got it. Well, that makes Retrofitter Foundry worse. Not that big of a deal, though. Makes Karn worse as well. That is more of a big deal. Ooh. Let's draw. I like that as well. A lot of options here. I think we're gonna go Mountain, play Basalt Monolith, pay one with the Talisman. Then we'll play our Trinket Mage. This messed up. Yes, I will search for the thing. Yeah, I will grab a Skull Clamp. Thank you. Oh, I will also play that Skull Clamp. We're going down on cards, but it doesn't really matter anymore. Look how many permanents we have. Look how many permanents my opponent has. Wow, they actually eat the Trinket Mage. That means they probably have Containment Priest. So I'll play around that a little bit. Okay, now I don't know what's happening. They just want to give me more value? Weird. Okay. Time Warp for Shrinker Parallax Wave seems good to me. Okay. Relic Warder eating my Retrofitter Foundry probably. Interesting. They do that, and then if they blink the Relic Warder, then they get Parallax Wave back. I don't think that goes infinite because it's not until it leaves, but alright. We'll get my hand back up to 6, thank you. If only we had Tolarian Academy in this deck, how good would that be? Alright, Mana Vault's a little scary, but they only have 2 cards in hand. Okay, so they Restoration Angel, blink. Do they have a loop? I don't think this is a loop. If they blink the Relic Warder, Parallax Wave leaves, then they can exile Wall of Omens and Restoration Angel, and then Parallax... I don't know, we'll find out. I don't think this is a loop, but Parallax Wave does weird stuff. So one thing to note is the way my opponent used their mana. They played Mana Vault and activated it instead of just tapping Relic Warder and Restoration Angel, so they probably have something like Remand or Mana Leak in hand, because otherwise, you know, they would just use their mana as it is, and it wouldn't be an issue. So we need to keep that in mind, at least a little bit. So I have 1, 2, 3... I mean, I'm just going to draw a card, let's be honest. When has Greed ever punished anybody? Ugin is pretty good against everything. 1, 2, 3, 5. So, forget everything I said. I'm just going to play Escape to the Wilds. And I guess I'll play around Daze. Oh, well that actually makes more sense. I'll pay the 1. Alright, Tinker will be good next turn. And Thragtusk will also be good. So I'll just play my land, play Relic, make them exile a card. And then next turn we could go like Tinker plus Thragtusk. Who knows? And then maybe we can make them Parallax Wave our Thragtusk. Okay, Celestial Colonnade is something to keep in mind. So we take a little bit of damage. About 1 Thragtusk worth of damage. No, it's only 3, right? Yeah, it is 5. It is about 1 Thragtusk worth of damage. So we draw. Inferno Titan's also kind of awesome. Let's do this. I can just move off of library. I have so many cards right now. First we'll play our good friend Thragtusk. Then we will play our good friend Tinker, and I'll probably just sacrifice the Relic. I'll just sacrifice the Monolith. Paying 1. And what am I grabbing here? I can get Phyrexian Metamorph, copy Restoration Angel, and blink Thragtusk. That's awesome. If they Parallax Wave my Thragtusk in response, though, that's kind of an issue. But then they're Parallax Waving my Thragtusk, so that's kind of sweet. I can also just Phyrexian Metamorph the Thragtusk and just have, like, the least Parallax Waveable units of all time. Let's go big. I wanted to live the old... This was... Oh, I just conceded the match? 25 minutes is a little too little. Well, I guess we just beat them. I don't know if they're complaining about me playing slow, but I'm ahead like 4 minutes on them. I guess we win the match. Restoration Angel Thragtusk. Old constructed combo. Way too strong for opponent. See you next round. Oh, right, we're playing against Thank You. That's how I'm going to say it, and we're sticking with it. Tell Thank You, good luck, have fun. And we're on the play. This hand is good. And we'll keep. Retrofitter Foundry is messed up. Titan of Industry, messed up. This is just messed up cards. Tribal. We're leading on Forests because I think we could play like a turn 3 Titan of Industry. It would be turn 4, right? Because you play this turn 2. Turn 3 you'll have 6 and this costs 7. It would be a turn 4, yeah. That's a bit rude of the opponent. Scrapwork Mutt. If they discard a land, I think I'm going to play Phyrexian Revoker turn 2, naming Mox Ruby. Or wait, no, the other makes sense. If they discard a non-land, that means they're looking for lands. So I can cut them off of mana potentially. And I think because I don't have a turn 3 play lined up, if I draw like Inferno Titan, then we'll play the Monolith. But my big play is for turn 4. So I think delaying my opponent a turn, yeah, this makes sense. Delaying my opponent for a turn seems a little bit more valuable because then I can just, basically my plays are on turn 4. There's a lot of new weird card names since I last looked. Mox Ruby. Go ahead. Also, I will say Scrapwork Mutt is like one of my most favorite modern card designs. It just does everything. It does everything perfectly. It's not too strong. Black Lotus is different. It's a little bit strong. But it just, nobody's like mad about having Scrapwork Mutt played against them. Well, this took a turn for the worse. Titan of Industry is going to have to do a lot of work. I guess next turn I just have to like... I don't know if I have an out to this, to be quite honest with you. I don't have blue mana. We are just dead, right? I can play Grim Monolith, I can Retrofitter Foundry and double chump. No, I'm not just dead actually. If I draw a blue source, then that could be good. I make a chump blocker, I block Blightsteel with both. If I draw a blue source, I can Tinker Phyrexian Metamorph, copy their Blightsteel Colossus. Wait, are you Caleb Gannon? Yep, that's me. Huge fan, great content, sitting here with my 4-week-old sitting in my lap, finally some vintage cube. Thank you so much. And congrats on the child. I'm super dead though, so it's the classic. Usually I'm the one doing this to the opponent, where they're like, hey, are you Caleb Gannon? Huge fan, and then I mana tithe them. But ever since they took mana tithe out of the cube, my luck has changed. I can no longer mana tithe to save myself here. Alright, we're making Thopters. Then we're going to draw a blue source, and everything is going to be fine. We go to 9 Infect. Alright, blue source. Nope. This destroys, it doesn't exile. I can't play, right, this is 2 for 3, so I'll have 5 mana here. This doesn't draw, I can't play any of those. Alright, next game. So they're playing some kind of stuff. Black Lotus is going to be tough. Do I want Magda on the play? No, they're playing the dog. I think we just run it back. Probably be naming Black Lotus with, well, that's a pretty good hand. I'll keep that. Any hand with a library in is just insane. Go ahead. Unfortunately, we're not on the draw, but I think that's fine. They did not have the Thoughtseize. So we draw a card. There's the blue source we needed last game. I don't really care that much about Wasteland because I have library, they would just hit that. And next turn, I can just Trinket Mage for the Mox if I need to. Let's draw. Oh, there's a Forest. Let's just go Forest, draw, and then play Devoted Druid. That's clever. Okay. They get to draw a card. Man, they've had the answer like every game. It's very good against us. We do have an Inferno Titan, which we can play next turn, I think. But this is a really good answer to a library, that's for sure. Okay, and they're like representing... Oh, Escape to the Wilds is kind of an awesome answer to that. What if I go Trinket Mage? Trinket Mage gives me a Mox. then I don't play that Mox yet, so I can library on their turn without triggering Fairy Mastermind. Aha! We figured it out! This looks like a tinker to me. Okay, Duretti's fine. So now it's really just Spell Pierce I have to worry about. Triplicate Titan. Okay, so... I mean, I can Phyrexian Revoker the Duretti. That's one option. Let's draw a card here. How am I missing land drops, by the way? That's a little bit sketchy. Yeah, I can Phyrexian Revoker Duretti. That's a little weak to removal spell because Triplicate Titan's kind of messed up. They're keeping back to block, which is interesting. We didn't draw a land either, which is a little bit rough. What's the play? Play the Mox and escape to the wilds, I guess? If they counter this, I can untap Devoted Druid and then Revoker the Duretti. Aha, there's the Metamorph. Beautiful. So, let's see. I mean, this isn't going to take cards out of my hand, I guess. So I play this, and I pretty much have to Phyrexian Revoker the Duretti. So if I'm going to do that, let's draw. No, I don't want to let them draw, actually, so I don't even need to activate this. It's also funny I have my own Duretti, but I guess I could just Skull Clamp my Revoker and then kill their Duretti. So that's kind of fine. Phyrexian Revoker. Naming Duretti. Then I will play a Retrofitter Foundry. Pass turn. I guess I attack Duretti here. Because if they kill Revoker, I mean, they know I have this, but some could say we have a little bit of value going on. Uh-oh. Okay, just Frost Titan. We don't care about Frost Titan. In fact, that's quite good for me, right? Because I could just copy the Frost Titan, tap it down, and they tap down the Foundry. That's even better. We're going to do something, I don't know what it is, but next turn's going to be pretty good. A land there was really good too. Okay, so let's start Basalt Monolith. And then player land. Phyrexian Metamorph paying 2 for Frost Titan leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Potentially 5. Yeah, I think I just Phyrexian Metamorph pay 2 for Frost Titan, tap down Frost Titan. I will win the Frost Titan Wars. Then we kill their Duretti. I can play my own Duretti. I mean, it's kind of free here. Let's kill theirs. And part of me wants to play the Mightstone and Weakstone and just kill their Fairy Mastermind. But it is... I guess I have Inferno Titan for that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have Inferno Titan for that. So let's just play my own Karn. Make a giant construct. And the next turn is going to be crazy. I can play more Battlesphere to make my construct just absolutely enormous too. Okay. Sower of Temptation taking my Frost Titan. They pay the extra 2. They might just be dead on board. No, they're not dead on board, but they're pretty close. Because I get to go Inferno Titan, kill Sower of Temptation and Fairy Mastermind. Get back my Frost Titan. And that's going to be unfortunate for the... That's going to be really, really, really good. They attack Karn. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we have a forest. Let's start things off by upticking Karn. Ooh, give me Thragtusk. I mean, honestly, Raging Ravine's pretty good too. Okay, so they give me that. Let's go ahead and play our Inferno Titan. 5, 6. Inferno Titan. Pretty devastating. Cool, cool. I mean, honestly, at this point, I just have Retrofitter Foundry stuff. So let's just play Raging Ravine and attack them for a whole bunch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can't kill them. So I'll probably just untap Basalt Monolith with holding up Retrofitter Foundry as another option that I have. Ooh, are they just a Storm deck? Wait, what is going on here? Okay, Narset's fine. I mean, if they have Time Spiral, that's really bad. If it's just Time Twister, though, it's not that big of a deal. Fortunately, I don't really need the cards in my hand. Okay, Time Twister is fine. So I draw 1 card here. They draw a whole bunch. Okay, they don't take Narset. The one card that would really get me here would be like Treachery or Frantic Search. Mox Ruby is fine. I guess, again, it's bad if they have Time Spiral. No, is that the 6th mana for Time Spiral? No way. That's bad. Well played, opponent. That Mox Ruby was really critical. Yep, they Brainstorm. No, worth noting, I do get extra mana off High Tide, so I can make more Thopters here. I'll probably make a Thopter and then untap Basalt Monolith with the 3 mana. Wow, they're just a full-on Storm deck that just had an alternate mode. This is sweet. Well, they're not insta-killing me yet, so at least there's not like a clear avenue to victory. Like, I think if they had Brain Freeze, I would just be dead, because I just cast it, I think. Okay, they get a bunch of mana. Okay. Sneak attack it is. This deck is looking sweeter and sweeter by the minute. They have Palinchron? What do you got for me? Emrakul would... That doesn't do it, actually. Because I could make a Flying Thopter to block. They do gain life, though. But this is attacking me. And Frost Titan is attacking Karn. Let's see what they tap down. My Frost Titan. Makes sense. They're winning the Frost Titan battles. Kind of want to just take the 6. I mean, I fall this 8. Yeah, let's make a Thopter here. So I can make a blocker for the Sphinx. Or I can just chump block with Devoted Druid because I don't need that much mana next turn. They're gaining 6. They're going to go up to like a lot of life. But I'm going to have so many constructs that I think will be okay. We'll just block here. And then we're going to untap Basalt Monolith. Yep. We'll let it die. I don't think they can do 8 damage to me here. They have Time Walk? If they have Time Walk, that's messed up. Okay, they Sower of Temptation. Take my Inferno Titan. Little unfortunate there. Might lose this now. I mean, I guess if I can make a construct that's just big enough, then maybe we'll be okay. We'll see what happens. Skull Clamp. They have Narset in play currently, so Skull Clamp doesn't really help me, but it does make my construct bigger. So Karn, I can make an 8/8 construct, and that seems quite good. Let's just make a big dude. Too many cards to tap and play. This has been definitely a crazy game. I would like to send in with Raging Ravine, I think, because right now they can't really block with Sower of Temptation, so it's just Inferno Titan. And let's say they block Raging Ravine, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 8 is 12, 13, so I can kill them with Retrofitter Foundry if they do that. So they actually have to block the construct. So let's play the Skull Clamp, because it makes my construct 1 bigger. Let me do the math, actually. That's worth noting. So I'm gonna activate Raging Ravine regardless. Then I'm gonna have 1, 2 to make stuff, and then untap and make another thing. So I think actually I'd rather hold Skull Clamp in hand and just attack them with everything, because that gives me 2 more untapped blockers here. Attack them, attack them, attack them, attack them. No point in attacking with the Servo, because they can block with the Sower of Temptation in that case. So right now Inferno Titan has to block here, and then I guess they can block with Sower on something, and they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. They can grow Inferno Titan by 1 to 7, so I need to grow my construct. So this is going to kill 1, so this will be a 7/7. So I don't have to do anything yet. It would have been kind of funny to sacrifice my own construct to get Inferno Titan back. So given this, I'm just going to make some constructs and see what happens, keeping all my mana up. So they Narset. This has been one of the craziest games I've played in a while. I'm having a good time. It's unfortunate my opponent's so behind on time. I know they said they had a 4-week-old on their lap. Like, I'm all for conceding if the game looks over, but I have literally no idea who's going to win this. Saheeli, Sublime Artificer. Does she only copy artifacts you control? So she can turn a Talisman into a Frost Titan, and they can attack me with 2 Frost Titans, which would be very good. Oh, but they didn't. Did they forget about the other Saheeli mode? Okay, that's really good. Yeah, they wanted to turn no opponent. Oh, they wanted to turn their like candelabra into a frost titan and then attack with both. I don't think they're winning in that spot. They tap down frost titan, they tap down the construct. I have to chump block one of them, but then I have another construct attacking them. Yeah, they're probably dead. GG. That was wild. Okay, so this is the opponent who also had Tinker Blightsteel. Maybe this is a sort of Fire and Ice matchup. I don't normally like it, but against the blue-red deck, maybe it's worth bringing in, huh? On the play, I'm a little bit wary of Skull Clamp in this matchup because they have Narset and they have the Fairy, but it is just good for Tinker. So that's fine. I'll drop this Titan. This Titan seems kind of bad. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is a quick and dirty Mer Battlesphere. Ooh. Okay. I'm not going to play the Skull Clamp then. Just play Raging Ravine tapped. Turn 2 Grim Monolith, set up for a Garruk stuff. I think my best draw would be like a Talisman. Then I don't have to Grim Monolith into Garruk. Oh, that's pretty good too. We'll just do that. I think I was actually supposed to play the Forest there because if I wanted Garruk and a blue card, I couldn't do both. So that was a misplay. So they can Tinker, do their thing. I just have to hit Phyrexian Metamorph. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Like, I also have Tinker in my deck. It would be nice to draw it. Let's play Garruk. Garruk will make a beast to block, and then we'll add the Skull Clamp here. Just hope to hit my Metamorph. And then if they don't attack Garruk, I have more mana next turn to do more stuff. But if they have removal spell, then I just die. Man, their deck is like mine, but sweeter. Scrapwork Mutt doesn't do it currently. I don't know how much removal there is. They don't have enough mana for Sower of Temptation. Okay, Narset doesn't... Oh, that stops Skull Clamp from drawing 2 cards. Yeah. Opponent just drew the good cards. I mean, so I'm live to Tinker. What is this even? This is the card I refuse to read. I think it's like an Oblivion Stone. Yeah, that Narset's brutal. I only draw 1 card now. So I'm much less likely to hit my outs. I mean, I guess I can escape to the wild into a Mox. And Phyrexian Metamorph is my out here. Oh, no! Oh, my green mana! I can't channel. Oh, that sucks. Channel would have saved me, actually. But I tapped all my green. I guess I'm supposed to wait to use Garruk, but I was hoping... Oh man, I could have done some crazy stuff here. Yeah, I get to go Forest. Yeah, because Mer Battlesphere is enough to block the Blightsteel Colossus, at least. And then I have Displacer Kitten. So, if I hadn't tapped all my green and saved Garruk, I would be able to channel out Talisman, Mer Battlesphere, even Displacer Kitten, I think, off the Talisman. Oh, that sucks. Is there any way I can get green here? No. Rip the dream. Rip the dream. Alright. Can see there's nothing I can do here. Reveal hand. Yeah, so let me just think about what I was going to do if I had channel. Because I would have only had 2 mana. I play channel, I spend 7 life, I play Mer Battlesphere. That's enough to block Blightsteel Colossus and survive. I can also spend another 5 mana, that's 12. Play the Might Stone and Weak Stone. I think, let me think this through. What I would really do is I would channel out a Displacer Kitten first. That would cost me 2 life for Talisman, and then 4 life for the Kitten. That'd be 6. I think I would go to 1, right? 6 life for that, and then 7 life for this would be 13, and this would put me to 2 life, but I would be able to play Mer Battlesphere, and then have Displacer Kitten in play the Might Stone and Weak Stone, trigger Displacer Kitten to blink the Mer Battlesphere to get more tokens, and just go off from there. Oh, that was close. See you next round. Oh, right, we're playing against Braza Robot. We're going first. All right. See what we can do here. Tell opponent good luck, have fun. And we keeping this. Opponent didn't even say have fun. Unbelievable. The nerve of some people. I'm just joking, obviously. I know it's hard to tell humor online sometimes. Ragavan. Maybe they meant it. Catch your Trom, you're like one turn too late. We're gonna take a couple Ragavan hits here. So let's hope they don't hit our mocks. No! Come on! Oh god. Okay. That's disgusting. Decent card. I mean, I draw Channel. Can't really use it currently. I mean, I can Bestage the Grim Monolith, but that doesn't even like really accomplish the goal. I have to take my whole turn to do it. So let's just play Duretti. And trade away both of our lands. That's unfortunate. This game went from bad to worse real quick. And then they like fractured identity my Duretti here. As is customary. What does this do? Probably just kills me. Flying lifelink haste. When it attacks, you get an experience counter and now make tapped attacking creatures for each thing you have. Holy cow. Yep, so they killed Duretti, they hit me with Ragavan. They hit Phyrexian. Oh man. Who plays this game? Oh boy. What can I possibly hit here? Ugin? I could channel into Ugin and -4, -5. But I'm just dead like next turn, right? Because they get a nut. They get this card's insane. They get two 2/2s. They didn't even name Talisman of Cure. They didn't name the card in play. It's kind of wild. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Channel's kind of dead anyway. Can I Titan? Green. I'm 1 green short of playing Titan as well. Off Channel. So I guess let's pop Relic and see if I can hit anything useful. I guess I could channel that out and kill that thing for what that's worth. Just a little bit of bad sequencing, but I mean, next turn I could play Titan of Industry, so like I could still come back into this game, which is kind of wild. I just need them to like maybe miss on 1 Ragavan hit. That would be nice. Nope, too much to ask. It's just, I mean, at least that one's like, it doesn't matter that much because they have Grim Monolith. Cool. So I have to gain 5 life here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this can only play. Wait a second. This can only play artifacts? Okay, I'm just dead. For some reason, I thought this could play non-artifacts. It just, you know, sometimes you get Ragavan. The only thing I would want is like Sword of Fire and Ice. I guess Ren and 6 can ping Ragavan. I have Ketria Trial. Like it's moderately useful, but very minorly so. I think I'm fine. Sometimes you just get hit by Ragavan. I'm gonna keep this. It's got a library. It's not great though. My opponent mulligans. Alright. Library. Well, it's not Ragavan. It's another one of the ones. It's pretty good against us. Let's draw. I mean, Trinket Mage is good here. Let's play Volcanic and pass. Next turn, I can go land Trinket Mage. Okay, so they have a lot of taxes going on. But we're just trying to ramp into Inferno Titan, I think, at this point. So let's go Forest, Trinket Mage. Grab our Mox. Not play the Mox. So next turn, the Mox is going to cost 2. That's fine. I mean, we're doing the thing. Yeah, I'll draw first. Our Battlesphere is kind of sweet. Okay, let's go Forest. Draw a card. Play Mox Pearl. Pay 1. Then pay another one here. Then play Retrofitter Foundry. Paying the 1 for Esper Sentinel. Oh no, just paying 1 for Thalia, that's right. Last turn. Next turn, I do have enough mana to just play Inferno Titan, which seems good against them. Mana Tithe is no longer in the cube, so my fears are quelled. Wait, I don't have red mana. I cannot play Inferno Titan. There we go. Sometimes it's just that easy. Reprieve isn't that bad because I have a Inferno Titan would go back to hand, so then I could still draw off library the following turn. And do I attack for 2? If they had Restoration Angel, they would have saved one of their guys, so. Next turn, my plan is to just not play anything, grow the Inferno Titan. I could just play Mer Battlesphere next turn, actually. What is this? Mana Crypt? Oh. Am I dead? 6? This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm just straight up dead. Alright, well, sometimes you get hit by magic. Wow. Really unfortunate showing for a deck that I thought was sweet. I mean, it wasn't that unfortunate. I think the games were awesome. Just our win rate wasn't so good. But that's, you know, that's fine. Sometimes that happens. Let's see. Mightstone and Weakstone. The fact that this doesn't tap for mana to play artifacts makes it a lot worse than I thought it was. I thought this just added mana for anything. We never drew Tinker. I don't think when we needed it. So that's fine. We never channeled either. So just kind of bad draws, but sick. We never got to Displacer Kitten either. I think our deck had some really cool Displacer Kitten combos. So keeping an eye out for that card because I just want to try it out. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget, check out Algomancy, link in the description. I spent almost 2 years building this game to be like as fun as I could possibly make it. So give it a shot if you're interested at all in trying a game that I made. See you next time.